Welcome back to Widowmaker's TV show, brought to you by Black Widow Deer Lures. On this week's episode, we're going to start off by heading to Texas and see if these North Carolina boys can get on some big wild hogs down there in the big old Lone Star State. We are a dedicated team of hardcore outdoor enthusiasts, committed to conserving hunting and fishing traditions. Although technology changes, we still strive to entertain the everyday outdoorsman. If you like fast-paced, hardcore southern hunting and fishing action, keep up with us and hold on. We are 704 Outdoors.
.704 Outdoors TV show is brought to you by Barefoot Archery, North Carolina's leading archery dealer since 1966.
Welcome back to the 704 Outdoors TV show. This week our adventure continues in Texas as we're hunting with the guys from Aluminum Fab. We're going to get over there, fill up the Aluminum Fab road feeders. We're going to put bait all over the ranch. Tonight's a big night. We have to finish strong before we head to Victoria. And so we're trying to come up with a game plan of how we're going to get on these pigs and kind of close the distance. The good thing is I always keep one of my Big Tom umbrella blinds by Cooper Hunting in the truck vault. So we snatched that joker up and we took it out there to get set up. Alright y'all, so this is what we're going to do. So we came to this tree last night and them hogs were down just on the other side of where that trap is, and that's where we made a run for it to shoot. Glenn ain't feeling all that great with his back, so he can't make that run. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit right here on this tree, and we've got the Big Tom blind from Cooper Hunting. We're going to set it up right here, and if you see that mowed spot in the grass, that is actually where Smokey and I just got done running all around and feeding right in that lane right there. So we're going to set the Big Tom up right here, right on this tree. We're going to set the chairs, we're going to set everything we need, and that way we'll be able to shoot. And see, the feeder is right in there in that cage, right? And so it's open. Now, usually what they do is they have it up so that hogs can't get in there, the deer could jump in, right? But they open it up so that the hogs can get in here for our hunt, right? So as you see right there, he's got the Big Tom open. We're going to set it up right here, and then that way they'll be able to shoot down in there when the hogs come out tonight. So we'll go ahead and get set up. Damn, them little stickers, boy. Them things are no joke.
They're going to be all across there.
Alright guys, we got the old Tom set up. All the tripods, chairs, everybody's on the buggy right now. The dang feeder just went off, so we got to abort. And so the feeder went off, these hogs were gonna come out here. Well, night 2 has officially started. The big Tom is set. All the bait's out in the field. I've got my Black Widow Deer Lures Hot Horny Hog, and I've sprayed the entire front of that big Tom. Now, it wasn't too pleasant when the wind was in our face, but if you guys remember from the last episode, that Texas wind is crazy and it's going to tell on us in a heartbeat. So what I wanted was, I just wanted to spray that whole front of that blind with that Hot Horny Hog. That way when the wind did switch, it wouldn't be as bad and it wouldn't tell on us. But it worked a little too good. Before you knew it, we had 2 boars trying to chew on our toes. Well, old Jay got a shot off. Unfortunately, the other big boar, he got between me and the ranch house, so I didn't pull the trigger. Hey, safety first, guys. No hog is worth taking a shot towards the residence. So I just watched him as he ran away to freedom. But hey, the night's not over. We got some more hogs to kill, and we're just getting started. Are you planning on going on a wild hog hunt anytime soon? Be sure to try Hot Horny Hog in a 3-ounce spray, or our hog balls in a jar of scent beads. Now we're going to take off to Ohio to get together with the guys from Whitetail Edge for some late season deer hunting action.
This week on Whitetail Edge.
Hi, and welcome to Whitetail Edge. I'm Ben Rising, your host, and this week we're following Tim Woods after he goes after a really big whitetail buck in mid-December.
Whitetail Edge, presented by Woodbury Outfitters.
Well, as you can see here, it's end of July, first part of August, and everybody's got food plots on the brain, and I'm no different. So what I've done here, I've actually got some, you can see it kind of looks like corn, but it's not. It's sorghum. I got some grain sorghum in here. There's soybeans, radishes. There's just a melting pot of everything kind of in here. And I've got some soybeans I've got planted over here. I planted some turnips over there. Just a little bit of everything smashed in here. And I had an area you can see where I'd come in here and I've worked the ground up. Kind of did a couple lanes down through here, kind of give the deer just that little edge variation to follow. Whitetail edge. This hunt you're about to watch with me here, it's the buck I named Stacks. He's in a food plot. You know, I did all that work back in July and August the previous year, and that's when you got to put the time in. You can reap the benefits during the season, but you got to put the time in the off season. And that's what I did. I actually had some turnips and clover and stuff planted in that food plot, and those deer were coming out of the timber. They were staging up in that food plot before they headed out to the bigger fields. You know, kind of the history with Stacks is he's not an overly old deer. I had some pictures of him. I figured he was, you know, maybe 3.5, maybe 2.5. The first year I started getting pictures of him, I noticed he had a split brow, and he was just a beautiful 6x5. I got numerous other deer, you know, some good deer that are on the farm, and you know, I'm kind of watching them. You know, one's probably a 6.5-year-old 10-pointer. So we're getting later in the season, kind of rolling up on shotgun season, and you know, I don't gun hunt. I'm an outfitter, so I had a full camp that week. What I did was, I remember it was fairly warm, so I went in and I just freshened up my mineral sights real good for the week of gun season, slapped my cameras up and just left. So I went in right after gun season, and I knew, you know, looking at the forecast, we had some colder temperatures coming. So I run in there and I pulled all the cards out of my cameras, checked them all, and wouldn't you know it, Stacks is right in the middle of the daylight, like 5 o'clock in the afternoon one night. He's just pounding the mineral. I'm like, all right, now he's back. So the history repeats itself like it did the year before. About December, mid-December, like he did last year, he ended up staying on my farm throughout the whole season. Well, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and seed this into turnips, seed these little lanes out. We've got some rain forecasted here, so hopefully the turnips get seeded good and they get a drink here for long, the next 24, 48 hours. I'm going to go ahead and seed this. You sit back and enjoy this episode of Whitetail Edge, me hunting Stacks. Well, today's December 9th, Monday, December 9th. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm heading into my farm a little bit early, solo cam style, so it'd take me a little while to get everything set up. The good plus is my third arm base is already on the tree. All I gotta do is carry my tree arm in, get it set up, and I'll be good to go. So that's the plan. I got a west-southwest wind. Scout look says deer going to be on their feet tonight. That's a good tool to have. I've checked it. I rechecked it. And I've checked it a third time. The wind should be good. I got kind of a low pressure system coming. Should hopefully get deer up on their feet. The moon's right. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be cold tonight. Single digits, getting down to single digits. So it ought to be a good night.
Set up, we're ready to rock and roll. These deer, you can just see. I'll pan over. I'll kind of show you the food plot here. It just tore up. I mean, tore up. And we just got, the snow just, we just got the snow. Plus a little bit more. We got a little bit last night, and you can tell they were in here last night or early this morning on the way back to bed.
Well, the kids are at wrestling. So they are not going to get to come, but I had to go home anyway before I blood trailed. I needed to get my 14-week-old bloodhound. Huh. She's gonna be a tracking dog. We're gonna go in and put her on the arrow. We're just gonna kind of let her kind of decompress once we get in there and see how she does. You ready? We gotta get her harness on. You ready to go to work? You ready to go to work? Huh, sis? I'm just gonna stop and let her smell the arrow and smell the hit real good. And then we'll go from there. I don't think he went very far. I'm pretty sure I seen him go down. But I got down and just looked at the arrow. You ready? Hang on. Come on. My cameraman's on my string. Just gonna kind of let her decompress a little bit. There was a lot of deer in this plot. Come here, sis. Come here. Come here. A lot of scent for her, plus the snow and it's cold. We'll see how she does. What do you got? Good girl. Good girl, sis. Good girl. Huh? Good girl, sis. Good girl, yeah. Good girl. You went right to him. Good job. Good job. What do you think? Wow. Yeah. I think that'll do. Well, here he is. We got a tag on him. Got him propped up here. Gonna do a hero for you. Show him off a little bit. What a beautiful buck. Awesome 6x6, split brow tines, makes him a 14 point. Just an awesome deer. I got some pictures of him last year, and he was probably in that 130 class, 125, 130. And this year he obviously he put on some bone. Hate to see what he would be like next year, but what an awesome deer here. West Central Ohio.
What a great buck. Congrats, Tim. Thanks for teaching us how to do it. Hey, thanks for watching us on Whitetail Edge this week. Hope you was able to learn something on watching Tim. Tim's a great hunter, one of my best friends, and I really enjoy watching his hunts. And I can't wait till someday maybe me and him can get back in the tree together again.